What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video and welcome to the return of transfers. And obviously right now it's November, we're very close to the transfer window being open itself, but these will not be daily until the window is in full flow in January or at the very end of December. So for now, this will be like a weekly update. I'll go through the rumours and pick out some of the best ones. I will leave some like the unrealistic ones in there because at this point in time, I think it's called silly season, where some of the rumours, they're not going to happen. But it's pretty cool to look at them and go through them nonetheless. And also, this will be probably every single Sunday. That may change, but I'll let you know if it does so. Right then, before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome and very much appreciated. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and in the comments below. And your thoughts on today's rumours and what player do you want your team to sign in January. And also, if you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in that description box. So let's start things off then today with the very first rumour, and that is going to be involving Branislav Ivanovic. So according to the Daily Mirror, Crystal Palace are hoping to launch a January bid to sign out-of-favour Chelsea defender Branislav Ivanovic. The Blues have 4 wins and 4 clean sheets in 4 games since the Serbian was dropped. I think that's now 5 out of 5 after their win yesterday, a massive win against Everton. He was proving to be a little bit of a liability over the last year or so, and it hasn't really worked out too well under Conte of what I'm aware of. So would it be a massive loss for Chelsea? Not at all really, but it'd be quite a good addition to Crystal Palace. Although I'm not sure if he'd play centre-back or right-back, because I think it's Joel Ward right now at right-back does do a very decent job. Now we go on to the second rumour, and that is going to be John Terry. So according to quite a few sources, Chinese side Guangzhou Evergrande are considering a move for Chelsea defender John Terry and will be willing to pay the centre-back £8 million per season. As of right now, John Terry is a squad player. He's a backup player that isn't necessarily going to be starting many games now for the rest of the season. But if someone does get injured, maybe he will get the call up. Well, they're saying that Kurt Zouma is making his way back, and I think he's in full training now after his horrific injury. So John Terry, he's getting on now. Is he 36 or so? $8 million a year. It'd be very, very hard to turn down. And at this stage of his career, I wouldn't really blame him for going, because if he's not getting first team football, he can earn a massive living. I know he is already, but $8 million a season in China is not too bad at all. Now we've gone to the third rumour, another Chelsea player, CESC Fabregas. So it looks like Conte could have a little bit of a clear out. So CESC Fabregas today, according to the Times, Chelsea are willing to loan out CESC Fabregas in January and even subside his wages in order to allow Antonio Conte to bring in another midfielder. The Independent also say that Chelsea are willing to pay some of his £160,000 per week contract to push through a move this winter. So Fabregas, I think, is rumoured to go to Milan before. Whether that pops up again, we'll have to wait and see. I think recently he did get an injury, but either way he's going to struggle getting into midfield, especially given how well Kante and Matic are working together. Now we go on to Milan Bedell, not sure how you say his name, but he's rumoured to be going to Chelsea, so not a player leaving. So the source is going to be Gazzetta dello Sport, and they're saying that Chelsea could land Fiorentina midfielder Milan Bedell for just £9 million in the January window, but can expect to face competition from AC Milan and Roma. I'm not going to say too much about him because, to be honest, I've not heard of him myself. I've never seen him play, not sure what type of player he is, other than the fact he's a 79 rated player on Ultimate Team. Then we go on to a player called Frank Yannick Kessie, who plays for Atalanta in the Serie A. The source is calciomercato.com. They're saying that Southampton have joined the likes of Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, Juventus and Inter Milan in the scramble to lure highly rated Ivorian midfielder Frank Kessie away from Atalanta. And just like the previous player who was linked to Chelsea, I'm not going to say too much about him because I don't really watch much Italian football and I've never seen him play. But obviously the team he's linked with has got a lot of talent. Now we go on to Bastian Schweinsteiger. According to Manchester Evening News, Manchester United are looking to offload Bastian Schweinsteiger despite the 32-year-old midfielder being allowed to train with the first team once again. And a couple of other sources are saying they're set to terminate the contract of the midfielder. The so-called golden handshake to end the outcast German's contract prematurely will cost the club £10 million. Since signing for them a year ago, it's not really worked out as planned, and I'm not sure what team will go to be honest. It'll be something to look forward to though in the near future. Now we go on to Memphis Depay linked to Fenerbahce. According to The Guardian, Memphis Depay has accepted he needs to go out on loan to play first-team football, and his former PSV manager, Dick Advocaat, is interested in bringing him to Fenerbahce. And a very similar situation to Schweinsteiger in the fact he was brought in, expected a lot from the off, didn't really work out too well, now look like he will be offloaded. So a player that still has got a lot of potential there, just needs to get regular first-team football, and at United, I don't think it's going to happen. It also follows on to what a Daily Telegraph are saying that says Mourinho plans to sell at least 8 of his Manchester United players over the next 2 transfer windows. But to be fair, it's not just the player's fault. Some of his tactics have been slightly off. The way he treats players like Mkhitaryan, I don't fully agree with myself, but some people may see it differently. Now we move on to the next player, Andre Silva. According to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are among a host of clubs to have sent scouts to watch Porto striker Andre Silva, with Arsenal and Manchester United also monitoring the situation. All that I know about this guy is the fact he's scoring a lot of goals, also scored a hat-trick I believe for Portugal, very young, has a lot of talent about him, and there's a reason Barca want him. Next up is a Silva striker called Moussa Marega. According to L'Equipe today, Liverpool and Tottenham are among a group of Premier League sides following Vitória Guimarães player Moussa Marega. The versatile right-sided player is also being tracked by Stoke, Watford, Sunderland and Crystal Palace. I'm pretty sure he's on loan from FC Porto as they bought him back in January or so, and it's a player I've not personally really seen anything of. I can't really judge him at all, but I know Klopp did say that because of Danny Ings' injury, the fact that Sadio Mane will be going out to the African Cup of Nations, we need an attacker in January. And this guy could technically be that choice because he can play down the middle and also on the right hand side, but apparently his release clause is like £35.5 million, although that is pretty something put into his contract, which you probably get him a lot less than that. A player that looks like he will be leaving Liverpool is going to be MAMADOU SAKHO. He was a hero for the club just about 6 months or so ago now in the Europa League run, and now after the failed drugs test and stuff, it's gone all downhill, although technically he didn't even fail it because it was overturned. But according to France Football, having fallen out of favour at Anfield under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool defender MAMADOU SAKHO appears destined to be on the move during the January transfer window. Liverpool are ready to subsidise half of Sakho's wages, $100k a week, to enable the defender to leave the club this winter. The Reds are hopeful to sell Sakho, but the 26-year-old's wages mean a loan move is more likely, with Stoke City favourites for a signature and a number of French clubs including Lille monitoring his situation. He got sent home early from the preseason tour in America, and when he got back, Jurgen Klopp did try and get rid of him in the summer, but he refused to go, wants to fight for his place, and hasn't got anywhere past the under-23s. And Klopp even urged him to join Stoke to get first-team football. Now we move on to the next player, Juan Sebastian Veron, the legend card. La Nación are saying that former United and Chelsea midfielder Veron will come out of retirement at the age of 41 to play for Argentine club Estudiantes. I have probably butchered that, so what I'll do is show you right here on player details, that team right there. He would not be the first legend card on FIFA 17 to come out of retirement though, as Landon Donovan has beaten to that. Now we move on to Lamine Kone. According to the Daily Mirror, West Ham are monitoring the situation and current future of Sunderland defender Lamine Kone, with Everton also likely to make a fresh bid in the January transfer window. No fee has been mentioned, and I'm not sure if he signed a new contract or not, as it was rumoured to happen back in September. Now we go on to the next player, Oumar Niasse of Everton. According to the Liverpool Echo, Everton striker Oumar Niasse could move to Turkey in the January transfer window after failing to make an impression at Goodison since he made a switch from Lokomotiv Moscow last January. At first I thought he wasn't given a fair chance, as he had a very good goal scoring record in the Russian league, although now apparently some other things on top of that, but I'm not too sure myself. Now we go on to Romelu Lukaku, linked to Juventus. According to CalcioMercato.com, Juventus remain keen on signing Everton striker Romelu Lukaku, with Mario Mandzukic likely to leave the Serie A champions in 2017. That's all that one says for now. If he was to leave, it'd be a massive fee, and it'd probably outdo or maybe even match the fee they paid for Gonzalo Higuain from Napoli. The next one is to do with this guy, Marco Verratti, the little magician on the ball for Paris Saint-Germain. According to TalkSport today, Inter are going to go big on him. Inter Milan are prepared to offer PSG £58 million for Marco Verratti in order to beat Arsenal and Chelsea to the young Italian signature. And now he could potentially be returning back to Italy. Now we move on to Isco, linked to Spurs. According to the Mirror and multiple other sources, Tottenham are hopeful of capitalising on a complicated contract situation at Real Madrid by making a January loan move for attacking midfielder Isco. Now, they have not mentioned what the contract situation is, but I think it could potentially be to do with the fact they sold Gareth Bale, also Luka Modric, to them, and they may want something in return. And that something could well be Isco on loan, and he was linked to them back in the summer on deadline day. Now we got onto Coutinho, linked to Barca. According to the Daily Star and multiple other sources, Liverpool have slapped a £68 million asking price on Philippe Coutinho amid reported Barcelona interest. So right now, Coutinho for us is playing unbelievably well. What he was lacking before was a lot of consistency, and he seems to have added that to his game this season. He's getting better and better every single game. I think if we get Champions League football or push for the title, he will stay another season, but I think eventually he will end up at the Camp Nou, which does suck, but to be fair, Barcelona, they're very hard to turn down. Now we got on to James Rodriguez, apparently wanting a move out of Madrid, still despite currently getting game time. The source is going to be Don Ballon. I'm not sure if that's an individual journalist or like a news group. If you do know that, let me know in the comments below. But the story says that James Rodriguez is still keen to leave Real Madrid despite earning more minutes this season under Zinedine Zidane before a recent injury. It does not mention a fee or a team he's linked to, but either way, it could expand into something potentially over the next couple of months. Now we go on to Sergio Aguero, linked to Real Madrid. According to the Daily Mirror, Real Madrid are lining up a move for Man City striker Sergio Aguero in the hope the transfer ban will be overturned ahead of the summer transfer window. So we're not talking about January, in fact we're talking about the next transfer window after that, in the summer. And that's all that says for now. Now we got on to Luis Suarez of Barca, apparently according to The Independent, will be offered a new long-term contract. Barcelona are keen to extend former Liverpool striker Luis Suarez's contract to deter a rumoured £135 million world record bid from Manchester United for the 29-year-old. I'm not sure there's any truth whatsoever in the United rumours, but either way, he still could get a contract. And now we go on to the final rumour today, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. According to the Daily Mirror, MLS outfit LA Galaxy were linked with Ibra prior to him making a switch to Manchester United, and now hope his current contract situation in England could lead to them getting their man in 2017. This won't be a January transfer window, but potentially in the summer, although Mourinho has said that Ibra, he'll be there for 2 years. But right now it's not working out too well at all for United, Mourinho, and this guy right here, Ibrahimovic. He's currently on, I think, his longest ever goal drought in his career. And that's despite starting so well for the Red Devils. So there we have it, guys. There has been all these potential transfers, and there's been a lot of big rumours. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, show support by smashing that like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and very much appreciated. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should do in the next episode. And also, if you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in that description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.